Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. With the blessings of Guru, we are in the third chapter. And in third chapter, it's all about Karma Yoga. How does a Jnani do karma and how does a Ajnani do karma? Karma is nothing but how do we perform our duties, which is different in different timings, different age, but the dharmic way of doing is same. So, what is the differences? Why it is Krishna is elaborating that from 8th verse to 20th. And in a nutshell, karma yoga means a proper attitude to your work, and whatever you expect, whatever you get from it is the just receiving it as prasad, as a Lord's offering. That's it. You don't expect anything. That is a karma yoga. Now, what is the real problem in our life is from childhood till what adult and as we age, what is stopping us to receive as Lord's prasad? It is the ego which we get in. In any of your work activity, if you are in a higher position, you can't take anything from the lower subordinates. Even if he's right, you might know that he's right. The ego which stops us. If you are in a lower position, you always feel your higher subordinate is always doing a lot of injustice to you. It is always the ego which plays in your mind. It may not be true always, but what affects you is the uh, identifying with your body-mind complex more than the real self. We have learned in second chapter that Atma is never killed, nor it is born, reborn, and we are actually the Atma, the consciousness within, which is reflected uh, from the original consciousness, like a sun which fell, which is on seen in the water, but basically the sun is original and the water reflection is the unknown. But what happens over a period of time because of the understanding the surroundings and the way we grow, we always associate with this body mind complex. I am Dr. Sachin. I'm so and so position. People have to listen to me, and I can't take anything from my subordinates. This is in general. In house, it will be different. In relatives, it will be different. In even a public place, it will be different. But generally, we associate more with the body mind complex and very less with the Atma, which is always within us. There is a story about it. In one of the Swamiji tells, in one of the ashram, water scarcity was there. And they tried all the things, all possible means to get water, dig everywhere. And then one fine day, they called the right person and he said, exactly at the entrance only water can be. So they got in 300 meters, they got water. So basically, they searched every wrong place and it was in the entrance. So same way, we all are searching happiness, peace, security, other than where it is permanent. That is the Jivatma, the consciousness which is reflected within this body mind. Is it clear what I'm saying? So if we start internalizing more, and when we do activity, if we can try to relate that this is given to me, this me means now this body has to, the Atma has to function through some body. The electricity has to function through some bulb, fan, projector, computer, something, speaker. Electricity itself cannot be seen. So, same way, the consciousness within has to project through your hand, legs, and the form. It doesn't have its own form. When we do some activities, if we consciously think that this body is doing the activity, can I just do it with complete surrender? So, Swamiji says, these 5-point things we have to remember. Let me see whether I can remember. First is do the action without any expectations. First pointer. Second is whatever you do, Lord's feet with lot of reverence to Lord. This activity, if I'm cleaning the desk also, it is for Lord I am doing. Second, whatever reward, positive or negative, I will take it as his prasada buddhi. Third is whatever I achieve after getting the reward or position, humbleness. I always say that it is because of I did it, but it is because of Lord. And fifth is let whatever activity help others, mostly help everyone other than me. So Swamiji says if you start this now also, whatever age you are, take 5 years from now, one activity per year. Don't try to do it from tomorrow, everything. It's not possible. Because tomorrow, if you start giving all your bank balance to someone else, then you will be poor after in some time. So 5 pointer, 5 years plan. So first year you do only one. Second, if you can follow the first, then second.
Automatically everything.
Then you become Jnani in 5 years. So 5 year plan. Okay, with that summary, we can start today's class.
So actually what Sir said, the reflection of what Sir said, this is that attitude to external result. This last week we saw about the internal result. Internal result is action. This external result is something that happens after the action we do. We should be unattached to the results. Whatever we do, whatever may be the results, we should be unattached. Then Samatvam Yoga Uchyate is his attitude towards external results is one of equanimity. Whatever may be the result, may be good or bad, we should be in an equanimity, that is, you should not trip either this way or that way. Then
Vigata Jvaraha.
Vigata Jvaraha. That is, he stress-free both as Karta or Bhokta. Karta is the doer action. If you do any action, you should be stress-free. You should not have stress in taking a decision or with the result outcome of the results. And the next one.
Nirmamaha.
He has humility in success and he thanks God for his success. Here, he never thinks I never comes here. He always thinks whatever he does is he doing for the God, and whatever results come by, it is gets from the God.
If you listen to some speeches of some great saints, or even the recent some politician who is really good, if you see his speeches, he never says I.
Yes.
He will never say I. And those who are fully in adharmic way, only I did this, I did that. Even when someone come for interview or you go for something and some conversation happens, you don't like someone is always talking about that's I. So nirmamaha, the humility only will take you after all that you have, but humility is not there, then it won't count as jnana or karma yoga. So better be aware next time you talk, better say we. iPhone.
When you use the word I, then naturally.
Or if you say I, always think there is a real I which is doing, and you refer to that I. Always.
Sir, can I please continue?
Yes.
If you have gone through my experimental proof by
Gandhi.
Mahatma Gandhi. In that, the maximum number of words is
Controversial, I won't speak about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Maximum number of words.
This is recorded, sir. That's all. I can talk to you later.
This is.
But Mahatma Gandhi also has everything, most of the thing taken from Isha Vasya Upanishad. Isha Vasya Upanishad.
And this is the attitude of a non-karma yogi. And for him, it is always the end result is material gain. What you do, what you get. And it always surrounds around the materialistic aspects in the life. And he has 3 defects.
Dukkha Mishritatvam, Atripti Karotatvam, and Bandhakatvam.
That is, there is sorrow in acquisition, maintenance, and loss of gains. There is never a sense of fulfillment to his gains. He's like a tongue running always, and never he's not staying in one place. And he's addicted to gain. Once he's used to them. He gets money, he goes for more money. So whatever he gets, he's insecure and he's not happy within himself and always running in his life for something or other.
To remember this, you remember ulta, B-A-D, bad. So anything which you are having materialistically, for example, I have a job, so it will be bad. How? Because I will be attached to the job. Means if tomorrow I don't have a job, I will be crying. If I'm attached to it, right? I should do my job, not that my position is important. Second is atripti kartva. I have one small place. Now I'm sharing with one person. I want separate place. When I get separate place, I should grab one more place for dressing room. Never, never, ever. If I get two place, I will see whether I can get the entire floor. And if I get entire floor, can I get the whole building? Never, ever satisfied. Atripti karta. And dukkha mishritatva. Whatever you are in, whatever position, remember, there will be someone coming above you. Someone from below going above is much more very difficult to palatable. And that time you will, whatever you did, in case, means, you have done entire cake, icing, someone just comes and write the name of themselves. That is dukkha mishritam. So please understand anything of the material world, including our relatives, relations, closest, and who is the closest to you? The spouse closest, it is your body. It is your body. So even that is not to be taken very seriously. Can you understand these simple words? And that's why remember, whatever is very pleasurable today can be very painful tomorrow. So can we just remember this? And if you have this attitude towards whatever we have, then it will be like a cardboard chair. If this is a cardboard chair and I try to lean like this, I'm going to fall down definitely. So although I'm not saying you should not enjoy, you can decorate the cardboard chair. You can decorate your life with a lot of beautiful cupboards, then keep a lot of things in it, make wardrobes, make cars, make houses, enjoy it, but always pray to Lord. It is you are given to me, and whenever you take, I should not be even thinking about attaching to it. So BAD. Okay, let us move.
The next is FIR. You have to decrease your FIR and increase your CCC. What is FIR? That is frequency in emotional disturbance. Then I is intensity, R is recovery. When you grow in spiritually, then naturally FIR reduces and CCC increases. What is CCC? Calmness, cheerfulness, and confidence. Naturally, when you have all these three inside you, FIR will naturally reduce by itself.
Lata madam, you're thinking. But what I'm not pointing her, but see, it is too much, we'll stop that. Otherwise, because these are very condensed, cryptic things. This is taken by, they are circulating in our group. So it is all formulas like FIR, code, so, bad acronyms. We have to really think over it. And more importantly, apply in our life.
Benefits of Karma Yoga. So this is a summary of the benefits we get from the Karma Yoga. This Karma Yoga is the preparatory step for the Jnana Yoga. That is, you become a Jnana Yogita, that leads to Jnana Yoga. And doing karmas, we are liberated from the bondage of karmas. And then when a person enjoys enough spiritual wisdom, then he gets that encompassing fulfillment within himself. And even with this, there is material benefit, but that we don't think that it belongs to us. We always think this is all God's gift to us. கர்ம யோகா வந்து ஞான யோகாக்கு ஒரு ப்ரிப்பரேட்டரி. அதாவது ஞான யோகாவுடைய அடுத்த ஸ்டெப்புக்கு முதல் ஸ்டெப் வந்து கர்ம யோகா. அடுத்தது வந்து கர்ம யோகா நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணங்காட்டி நம்மளோட கர்மங்கள்ல இருந்து நம்ம பாண்டேஜ் அதாவது நம்ம அடப்பட்டிருக்கிறதுல இருந்து விடுபடுறோம். அப்புறம் வந்து இந்த ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் விஸ்டம் நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்கும் போது கர்ம யோகா பண்ணும் போது நம்மளோட நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் விஸ்டம் கிடைக்கும். அந்த விஸ்டம் வரும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு மன திருப்தி வரும். நம்ம முழுமையா இருக்கும். நமக்கு எதுவுமே ஒரு வெறுமைங்கிற ஒரு இதை நம்ம ஃபீல் பண்ண மாட்டோம். அண்ட் இதுல வந்து மெட்டீரியல் பெனிஃபிட்ஸும் நம்ம கெயின் பண்ணுவோம். பட் அது வந்து நம்மளுடைய இதுன்னு நம்ம என்னைக்குமே நினைக்க மாட்டோம். நம்ம அதை விட்டு பிரியறதுக்கு ஒரு நிமிஷம் கூட யோசிக்க மாட்டோம்.
So in a way to understand, she is not there from the beginning. So in the first verse, this verse, Arjuna is asking question to Krishna that you are telling in second chapter. Atma is there. You don't have to die. Nothing dies. And Jnanam only takes you liberation, mukti. By Jnanam, knowledge. Then why are you telling me to do karma yoga? Why are you telling me to do work? All of us feel, no, we are tired of this every day in the house. Enough of this is going on clutter. Let us leave this and go. At least I got many times this feeling. I want to jump and go somewhere and sit in Himalayas. Same thing is asking. Arjuna is asking to Krishna. Krishna, you tell me very correctly. Please tell me, don't confuse me. That whether Jnanam I should do, then I should go to sannyasa. If I should do karma, then I'm doing unnecessarily, I'm wasting my time. Tell me directly to go to Jnana. He wants to leave the battlefield and go. War, just to go. So that's why he's giving all this thing that first you have to do karma. Why? To purify your mind. By only activity, you can purify your actions. Okay, then only you are eligible to go for Jnanam, that is becoming a ticket to sit in the bus. Then that bus will travel to the destination, that is liberation of you.
Then for a karmi, what happens? Karma becomes a bondage for him, and partakes sin of action, lives the life in vain, and their intellect is deluded and they are doomed. He'll have car, he'll have house, he'll have everything he needs. But end of it, he'll not be happy.
Varnam, madam. You want to chant or madam will chant?
And please.
Yes, ma'am.
Annat Bhavan Bhavanti Bhutani Pariyam Yar Annat.
So let her try completely. Then we will.
Sambhave Yajna Bhavati Pariyam Yajna Karma
Just to make it little clear, so madam, can you chant? Then we'll.
Annat bhavanti bhutani Parjanyatanna sambhavaha Nat bhavati parjanyo Yajna karma samudbhavaha
Nice.
Now the meaning Anna.
This is an example of when madam is there, it is very pleasurable. When madam is not there, it is very unpleasant. Classic example.
Thank you.
Please come, madam. We are attached to you.
The meaning Anna from food. Bhavanti subsist. Bhutani living beings. Varisen yet from rains. Anna of food grains. Sambhava production. Yajna from the performance of sacrifice. Bhavati becomes possible. Pariyantya rain. Yajna performance of sacrifice. Karma prescribed duties. Sambhutava vana. All living bodies subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, sacrifice, and yajna is born of prescribed. Yajna is born of prescribed duties. Bhagavad Gita 3:2-3:1-4. Here, Lord Krishna is describing the cycle of nature. Rain begets grains. Grains are eaten and transformed into food. For blood. From blood, semen is created. Semen is the seed from which the human body is created. Human beings perform yajnas, and these propitiate the celestial gods, who then causes rains, and so the cycle continues. Karma, when done in a righteous way, its benefits will take an invisible form of appearance, and it would be a seldom occurring one. Just like how the water in the sea evaporates and cannot be perceived by the eyes, similarly, while burning carbon dioxide is evaporated, that is inhaled by the plants for its survival. Yagna, sacrifice, is very rarely done with sincerity. Only when devotions and dedication can its outcomes will be completely received. People who do righteous activities are considered good-hearted, and their ambitions and desires would definitely be fulfilled. Even if they wish that it should rain, it will rain. This is because of their good, genuine heart. Such happenings are considered to be the result of genuine sacrifices and the righteous way of living. The poet Valluvar has given the importance of rain in his Magnum Opus Thirukkural by placing goddess of rain in the first place. Only if it rains regularly and adequately can life of all forms live prosperously, as all of us are directly or indirectly dependent in rain. The same has been started by another most efficient poet, Abhaya, in their Mudurai book. 10th song talks about rain. வாய்க்கால் வழியோடி புல்லுக்குமாங்கே குசுமா தொல்குலையில் நல்லார் ஒருவர் உலரே அவர் பொருட்டு எல்லோருக்கும் பெய்யும் மழை. Just like how watering the crops, even the grasses has its benefits. Similarly, because of good souls living among us, the society also share their benefits. I know.
So it is just re-emphasizing that how collective good karmas will bring to like yagna, what was done long time before, totally that is done for getting rains. Now it is nowhere done like that. But if you see how God has created the entire world, 70% water, 30% land. Sea waves, sand waves, one travel in the night from sea to land, and one from land to sea, and all this condenses and forms clouds. And then clouds starts giving rains. We as humans are the most destructive, more consuming, and less contributing species in entire world, maybe entire universe. So what is happening over a period of time now, we see temperature is rising. So the collective karma is going down, and that's why Kali is going to come. Kali Yuga is coming. And this emphasizes very clearly where God has given rains, grains, all that flesh is formed, then that flesh will also create more flesh. But the cycle will go up, go in cycle. You have to come out of this by being a karma yogi. If you are karmi, then you enter into the cycle and never exit it. The whole idea is to understand, do karma yoga, be a more contributor, the fifth one, be a contributor for society, and automatically it will fall in place. That's what we are doing now. All saints, Sadhguru ji is saying, plant soil, saving soil. Because if there is no soil, if there is only buildings, there will be no trees. No trees, no, even the cloud is there, it will just go away. No water. And then no water, then all fights will start. The next world war will be for water. 100% this is about. So this is about, the verse is telling about karma part, but the real impact is for humanity. Who is it?
Aarti sir, she's
Yeah, madam, you chant please.
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवम् तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्
Can you read, madam? The last.
Know that action is born out of the Veda. The Veda is born of the Lord. Therefore, the Veda is all prevailing, it's always employed in technique.
So what I would understand from this is that he's just taking how this all started. We all know Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Through his navel only, this Brahmaji crossed. And the Vedas also he gets. You know also the story, the Vedas were lost, stolen. And then Vishnu in the form of Hayagriva's form, he gave it back. So therefore, whatever you see, whatever has happened is because of some action. That Vishnu as such will not do anything. Brahman as such won't do anything. It is the Maha Shakti which actually creates everything. Same with our mind. If you take the EEG of a brain, it will not, brain is not fluctuating. It is the thoughts which causes the EEG. And the thoughts would cause the action. And hence the action will create things. So what is to be taken here is, if we can control, if we can do some type of yajna, contemplate on this, and Panchamahayajna is really, we have talked so many times. If we follow that Panchamahayajna, getting up early, doing ablutions, then praying to, reading some kind of scriptures, then praying to your ancestors, respecting teachers, giving dhanam or charity for the other beings, and then the cycle will be complete and everything will sustain. So contribution. So this is what is generally the gist of this mantra. Anything else is she has explained?
Then she said one thing, that in the garden she always used to pluck all the flowers from the tree and then offer it to God. But after reading all this, she realized she should leave few flowers on the plant and only pluck few flowers for the God, because only then the pollination will happen and everything will be in harmony. So end of it, when you follow the Vedas and abide by the Vedas, then naturally you will fall into the line and everything will come in place and you follow the nature's law.
And we are lucky. We are 20 people lucky that at least now we are following. Before we were ignorant, and ignorance is bliss. When we don't know, then we don't know that we don't know. So that's why when Veda is coming through Lord only, but we can't read the entire Chatur Vedas. There are many more Granthas. So we can't do that. So what Lord has given is Yajna. Panchamaha Yajna, at least you follow. Making Rangoli, putting a lamp, praying to Lord, remembering ancestors. In every duty you start, pray God and submit to Him, Prasada Buddhi. That itself will take care of entire what is given in 4 Vedas. Slowly, slowly you will mature. You will detach from this world as the cucumber detaches itself from the wine of the cucumber. No attachment, no tears when you are falling apart, your body is given.
And one more thing also, she said during the Deva Yajna, sir, whatever they use in the Yajna to the fire, she sun-dried everything, made a powder out of it and kept it with her sambarani. So every day, when she does the puja, she'll add that to the sambarani, so that Deva Yajna is also completed. That's how she understood what how to perform Deva Yajna.
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रम्
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रम्
नानुवर्तयति हयः
नानुवर्तयति
आगायुरिन्द्रियारामो मोहं पार्थ स जीवति
मोहं पार्थ स जीवति.
In this verse, in this word, he who does not follow the cosmic cycle, which is initiated by the Lord in this manner, is a sinful and sensual person. He lives in a vain, O Arjuna. So, my verse, Lord Krishna also explained about same karma yoga and karmi, that thing. And he explained about the cycle, cosmic cycle. The cycle is give and take. That is the cycle of universe. So that is the manner we are living in this universe. So the verse explanation is Evam Pravartitam Chakram. In this manner of give and take, the universal cycle is maintained, which is created by Lord Krishna. Yana Anuvatyati, who does not believe in the principle of giving and sharing, one who amases wealth only for his own self. Agayuha, his life is made up of papam. So that person life is made up of papam only. Lord Krishna says such a person is a sinner, the man of sin. And Indriya Ramaha, he is a sensualist who only spends his life for his sense pleasure alone. Moham Shah Jivatihi. Such a person lives in a way he is not useful for himself and society, both. So again, here the Lord explained another example of karma yoga and the karma yogi and karmi. So karma yogi is a given oriented. He is giving everything to society. He will accomplish karma and moksha by giving things. But the karmi is a taking oriented. He will not accomplish anything because he is taking from others. He is only doing his life for himself, his sensual pleasure only. So that is what the verse is saying. Hari Om.
Excellent. Very nice. Chanting is good. Starting with Hari Om, and so we know it is ending also Hari Om. So this is what, all these three verses, and this verse especially is telling first time sinner. This word is not used anywhere else. Sinner word is not used. Only in maybe other religious things they use this word. But this is to be taken in a nice way because as you see, Lord Krishna has one hand whip also. And whipping is required to the student who doesn't understand. Or he is not opening his eyes. He's not ready to listen or learn. So whip is required. For us also, when we don't understand that if we are not following the dharmic way, then we are the sinner, that person who is only sensually oriented. Because this is natural to us to enjoy, to see, hear nice things, always in the pleasurable environment. Nothing harm in it. You enjoy it. Do it. But you have to draw a line and leave it also. And that's why that 4 ashramas, where after half of it is Vanaprastha ashrama and then Sannyasa ashrama. Prepare yourself. Because detachment is going to be there. This body is going to wither off. It's going to be like an apron or a shirt we have seen in 2nd chapter. Jirno vihaya. It has to wither. You have to throw it. But Indians, we know, after that shirt has become dirty or kurta, they will start cleaning with it. After cleaning, they will keep somewhere for outside mat. That is Indians. But okay, to be Indian, use everything. But still, one day you have to give off. When is that going to happen? With your body, which is very difficult. It has to be practiced. It has to be practiced. And I think we all have some kind of elements. Even though we had the best body, we have some things which is showing the signs. Let us understand, if we don't do karma yoga, then detachment will be very difficult. Giving up is very difficult. If giving up a simple dress to someone which is not used to you is difficult, then thinking about giving your body in the right way, which will be very difficult when you are in the ICU and when you can't speak, and all the doctors will make you alive for what God knows, but they will make you alive with all the tubes inside. So you imagine telling someone the right thing that time. I'm not trying to tell about death, but that surety is there. We have to leave this. Why not we practice karma yoga rather than only karma? Okay. I think sir is not there today, and we have finished four months.
Yes. Yes.
And it is a loaded because three only. No problem. But we had done the before also part. We stop here. What is this? It's selling benefit also. No, we will do it next time because every verse is so important. I think we can contemplate on today's like what is the every time we're talking about karmi and karma yoga, right from second chapter. Expectation should not be there. How much we are following. So Swamiji says this time I went to Swamiji for Guru Dakshina. I asked him, Swamiji, how do we practice this spirituality? Then very simply said, you remember that all these books, whatever you're reading, is like a lot of bricks. And you have to build. If your mind is a place, it's a huge place. And a truckload of these bricks are kept in the place haphazardly. Truckloads, one after the other, it is piling up. It is garbage. Now, systematic, continuous study under able guru for longer period of time means you have planned that area, you have structured the base, then put the bricks properly, made hall, kitchen, veranda, and then next building. That will be a proper way of understanding scriptures. Means practicing it. Otherwise, truckload. Today I learned 4 verses. Tomorrow, how many verses you learned or is not important. How many verses or one verse you have gone through well and you understood is important. Because that's why I don't want to push. We'll stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are missing sir today. I think sir is left.